is nearly entirely fixed. I'm so sorry that we've been going on the starting soon for an extra 5 minutes. Yeah. We're nearly there. Guys, I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. At least I'm 99% sure I did. Oh. Let's go for not gonna talk about Still busy fixing one flavor of scarf that I forgot the other, huh? That's where we're at today. That's where we're fucking at today. Okay. You guys don't want to know how disappointed in myself I feel right now. You guys don't want to know. How is everyone doing today? Thank you, by the way, for the lurk. I'm 5. Sorry that you had to wash pan first. By the way, I was doing the dishes and then promptly gave up again. You know, as it happens with me. Now, chat, I did the liner for the EVs off fucking stream, because of course I did. And I made one little mistake. And that's the line thickness doesn't match the earlier two. So we're gonna have to trace over what we did. But first, guys, I'd like to direct your attention to my emotes. Especially for those swapped in chat, which is pretty much everyone. Take a look over in the emotes tab. Yeah! Fun fact, I made that one in 2 hours during class. Translating my fucking design was not easy. There you go, you found the loading. You guys have found the spooky dance, but you guys have not found the most cursed one yet. That or we're purposefully ignoring. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that lump is shaped like a deer. I saw my chance and took it. By the way, guys, that one's not just an emote on the Discord. It's also just, you know, straight up a sticker. Big Echo Bergen truck. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hit a bump is shaped like a deer. Yeah, identify an emote for 30 bits. Thank you, Val. You really wanted to see it up close, huh? You're still safe to pull that with the other new ones as well. Yeah. I guess I misspelled Birkentricken. I don't even really know what that means, if I'm gonna be so for real with you. I only speak minor bits of German. Also, guys, I need you to know that part of the scope was uploading that loading one. That was part of why the stream was delayed. I'm just seeing just big on my sidebar. Like, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this for my collection. Moving amount. Oh, that does make sense. But with ye ass of gore. I mean, what? Also, thank you for the total of 90 bits to gigantify some emoji. So yeah, chat, do we like the new emotes? I really saw my chance with the, driving in my car one. To, you know, make it up for my corruption side, so it's like, driving in my car right after a beer. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the fucking meme again. I've been under- oh. Which one got tossed at me? The fucking working- yeah. The drive- it's also literally called in my Discord, like, LP_driving in my car. But yeah, guys, is it noticeable that I felt insecure about the amount of emotes we had on the channel? Chat, is it noticeable? I'ma cry hard isn't- what? Fuck, I am so sorry. Meow, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, no, I just had to get chat to see new emotes. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, all 3 new ones are of yours truly in this outfit. And there's still 2 that I'm trying to get to work, but like, my brain broke. Yeah, so we've now got emotes of the main model, which you just lovely pulled up. But then we've also got the new stuff, which is this model. And of course with the cursed as fuck one, and it has the flowers, because if you guys don't know, regularly, like, the little bows, but then when it's corruption time, the flowers come out, you know? So yeah, those flowers are in, those flowers are there. Grand old time is what we call it. Also fix the echo? Wait, the echo is on my side? How would I... What? I've never had echo issues before, so I don't know how to fix this actually. I'm sorry that we had the echo issue. That we may still be having the echo issue. Like, overall, like, when it comes to double audio and echo, like, it's been bad, and I really don't know what's happening to, like, cause it. Same with the blurbs. Some of them have double audio and some don't, and I really don't understand what's going on. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling up my stream on phone. I'm gonna be yapping in, and then I'm gonna mute up, because stream delay is one of those things I can account for, because I'm awesome like that. So, where the hell is my own Discord? Not Discord, my own fucking Twitch on my phone. Man, the bird's having a issue. You nearly doxed yourself? Don't do that! Doxing yourself is cringe, don't do that. Don't dox people, including yourself. Doxing isn't cool. Okay, give me one moment, chat. I'm gonna mute up here in a beautiful, beautiful hot second. I'm just gonna keep yapping in as much as possible and hope that the stream delay is gonna be sufficient enough for me to hear myself, so I can actually hear if I'm still having an echo or not, and then I can diagnose what type of echo I'm having, so please hold. Never mind, the stream delay is nearly non-existent. I can't fucking hear myself. Hold on. Like, hold on. Okay, now I can hear myself. It doesn't sound like there's as much echo anymore. Like, you guys can't hear me double, right? Like, it's not like there's 2 birds speaking. We're not having that, right? Because if so, I am willing to move on to the art part and pretend like nothing happened, no? Can I get the word cheese in chat if my fucking audio is fixed? Waiting for someone to send a cheese emote or just the word cheese right now. The the way to me it was fine. It is worse now? What? Okay, hold on. Can I ask anyone to clip what the issue sounds like? It is full on double? Honey, darling, do you have your phone downstairs? I don't even know what the issue is. Hold on. Bird's gonna bird support. BRB, I think I know what the issue is. The bird returns, and the double audio on their end is still a mystery. Turns out the bird cannot fix everything, sadly. Oh well. I'm just really hoping it works. At least, I hope reloading the stream on their end worked. Yeah, then it was just an issue of reloading the stream. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. I know that it happened and it's gone now, and I'm glad it's gone. Because that was stressing me out. A little bit first from my side, thanks. Yeah, there we go. In my corner a bit. Actually, that's too big-sided. There we go, that's better. Now turn on the window cap. Make the window capture the art. And we start with Sylvie. Sorry if I sound very tired, chat. I just basically rushed around. I have one of the other new tracks again. Well, I'm first gonna start with a base color that is not showing up in this palette, being green. Just to make sure that I, you know, color and everything neat and nice. And, yeah, let's just get to coloring all of them first. I think that's nicest. Instead of finishing one. I do remember there's an order, and I know that Sylveon and Glaceon are in that order. I believe then it's Umbreon and Espeon, but after that I don't remember. I don't remember the order after Umbreon and Espie, which is a bit of a problem. But I'm sure we'll manage. Anyways, Jolty. Okay, so the order so far is Sylvie, Glacie, Umbri, Espie, Jolty. And like, we're probably not gonna finish all of them, but I do want to finish at least Sylveon and Glaceon today. Okay, we do have to actually get our fucking button gear. Now again, Sylveon's gonna be a fan favorite with this pose. Like, there's no way that anything can top the Sylveon. I've peaked as an artist. Sylveon is not ever gonna be outdone. Also, I genuinely think there's nothing that I can do with any of the other evolutions that's like half as good as fucking Sylveon. Which saddens me as a Glaceon enjoyer, because I really want a Glaceon to be something cutesy as well. But this just beamed into my brain like divine intervention at some point. Divine intervention it was. I think we had decided to do the order of... Okay, for Pepe, Flareon, and Eevee. So, Fish, Fire, Leaf. Just to fill this out though. I just realized my lining is so thick on this that I could have, you know, used the fucking fill bucket tool. And I'm still hand doing this. I am so mentally done with the evolutions already. I love them, don't get me wrong. They're just a bit out there. And honestly, guys, this is gonna be my last bunch of fandom keychains for a whole sec. When it comes to new ones, because I already got a bunch that I need to order stock of for an Artist Alley stand. Or, well, does it count as Artist Alley if it's like an outdoor Castle Fest-esque type con? Because it's a mix and mash, but anyways. I have a bunch to stock up on, right? However, what we will be getting new stuff off still in the background when it comes to keychains is VTuber merch of myself, of Aurelia, when I get to their 2.0 and all that good stuff. Yeah, market booth. But yeah, I got a lot of stocking up to do. So whatever I have made, I need to get at least, if it's a popular fandom, my brain's going at least 30 in the case that we sold in a day. And if I run out of something, well shit. But I don't want to overshoot it and order 50 of everything. Because that's not a realistic goal just yet. Of lesser known fandoms, I'm going for probably 15 like half-seas. With the most popular characters from those fandoms, you know, having it. Actually, no. Less popular characters from fandom get 10 to 15. Popular characters from that niche fandom get 15 to 20. Still gives me a good amount of supply. Not likely to run out, but just in case, like, there is that buffer. At least to me there's that buffer. That was not color picked correctly, there we go. Okay, time to protect Alpha this shit. Hello, Sylveon. It's coloring time, baby girl. Icon. Okay, so that tail is pink. That already helps to know, because then I don't have to look in this area anymore. Okay, 10 to 15 of Foxes like Seth. Yeah, Neo and Andrew get like 15 to 20, depending on how much I can order. Like, it really depends on how much money I have set aside to order. Like, I know when I'm ordering this round, and as long as I don't do too many new like thingies in there or repeat orders, when it comes to, you know, what other people have pre-ordered for me, then I should be more than good to stock up on a bunch of my My Little Pony ones as well. Which those My Little Pony ones kind of scare me to stock up on, not because I don't think they'll be popular, just because of the fact that they're on the bigger side, just like my Deltarune keychains. Like, having the entire collection in the house since today, by the way, I've realized just how big those Deltarune keychains are in comparison to some of my other ones. And that kind of scares me. And knowing the size chart that I'm working for with these, like with the eeveolutions, these are also going to be big ones, and I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to store that all. Like, both at the function and, you know, before then. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you're thinking of it, right? 30 of each keychain of popular fandoms. Deltarune, I've got 5 keychains of that. Do the math, guys. That's already quite a bunch. Like, hold on. How much actually is that? 5 times 5 times... that's already 150, right? Yeah, I think so. My brain's absolutely blasted. So if I want to count those with the popular versus less popular niche characters, because you don't know who's popular or not. Clearly, I will give them all equal treatment if you get 15 keychains. Like, or maybe even 10, so that it's like a really rare thing. I haven't fully decided yet on that front, if I'm gonna be for real with you. Symmetry too? Why are you not? Oh. I had it on the wrong symmetry still. Why does that happen so weirdly often that I'm using the wrong symmetry tool? So it makes more sense, yeah. So niche right now barely exists. That's because we still are in proofreading hell. Once we're out of proofreading hell, we're gonna thrive, we're gonna survive, and we're gonna be awesome. Okay, now I get to do the ribbons, which, from the looks of it, and these I'm gonna really quickly do as this. Actually, never mind. It really doesn't matter that much. It does matter. Hold on, I have to redo those bows actually in a separate layer as well. As much as I like them, it's gonna be easier for me if I redo these on a separate layer so that I can very easily color these. This will be more difficult because it's all on the base layer, but all in all, not as difficult as small details. Because at least the parts that are on the base layer have got like a border around them, so I don't have to worry about like some pixels showing through. Which could very easily happen with the bows, because they just don't have a border around them. So it's very likely that you can see the white. Okay, Sylvie, it's your time to shine. With your little cute bows. Ugh, what shape is that? Got it after Super Marie. Yeah, meep. Yeah, no, like, for some reason, your, painkilling or anesthetics that they use, like, for you, your body is like, oh, it should take this long now, baby girl, we'll give you some extra time. My body will be, like, fucking fist fighting already against against the anesthetic that the fucking dentist gives me, whilst I'm still in the chair. My body chooses violence. Because apparently, the ouchie of, you know, the dental appointment is not something that should be lost on me. Apparently, that's an experience I should have according to my body. Which I don't quite agree with, but you know, I like the enthusiasm body, I don't know. After my left lasted 5 hours? Sheesh. 5 hours is still pretty long, if you ask me. But you know, my body is just like, timer? Nah, baby girl, I got you. And just vehemently fighting against the anesthetics. I'm not just talking like, oh, it wears off, like 10 minutes before. Now, genuinely, I am fighting for my life in the dentist chair. Levels of it fades early. Which, as someone who has had a fear of dentists and still slightly does, do not recommend, actually. Do not have my body. It's not nice to anyone. Or anything. Was it so right after I'm gonna get them? Oh my god. Yeah, that's not exactly smart, no. Oh yeah, by the way, Aurelium, how are we like, I haven't pitched this to you yet, so, like, you can DM me your opinion on this if you don't feel like, you know, broadcasting the opinion towards the entire fucking stream chat. But how do you feel about the streamathon that I was talking about, like, around Christmas? Like, not on Christmas, of course, but, like, around Christmas. Where it's the type where I go offline in between. Very important to me that I fucking sleep in between without having fucking OBS on. I wish not to have OBS be running whilst I sleep. Is the around as in the week-ish before? I want to already start while school's still in session, sort of. Like, I know that's gonna be difficult, but I kind of want to see how I can do that. And again, with an on and off streamathon, that could work, where we just keep the timer going. Yeah, with a maximum of a set amount of days, and certified days of, like, days that we don't. I will say final date being like the 27th, 24th, especially evening, is Nope Nope. Like, that is recharging in between streamathon. Like, those types of things. I do think having those little ground rules in there is gonna be, you know, a lifesaver. But those types of rules can go offline in between. It's just I need to upload the timer. And while the timer is up, chat can help me decide what to do on stream. So, say if someone donates, like, I don't know, a fucking 50 to the cause, and that's like 13 hours to the timer, or whatever the fuck it's gonna end up being, I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, I guess we're switching to what you want me to switch to. You know, giving some power to the people. Which, by all accords, is never a smart idea, but who am I to be smart, right, gang? Okay, same color as that, so I get to now fill that in. I'll fill it on. Thank you for the bell! I feel like that is your way of saying that this is gonna be a horrible idea, and to that I say, yes, it is gonna be a horrible idea. But imagine I combine this with charity. Imagine I combine this with charity work, guys. Because again, I do want to go for charity. Somewhere, either the end of this year still, or next year. And I think I've finally decided which one I'm going for, and I think it's gonna be the Idea Foundation. Like, Trevor Project is currently majorly being backed, once again, by Jingle Jam. Not saying there shouldn't be any more money going to that cause, because Trevor Project, like, wasn't USA only, it's still an incredibly good cause to back. But in honor of Ira Mousy, just me having a bigger budget. But in honor of Mousy type of deal, I do wanna go for Idea Foundation for this. Because Mousy was fucking robbed by, basically the people that were supposed to be backing her on this, by her fucking agency. And in turn, the Idea Foundation was fucking robbed. And it's criminal that it happened, and no amount of charity work can make things right after, you know, you're stolen from, or the charity that you've worked so hard for because it's like close to you is stolen from. But we can still try to recover what was lost, you know, whilst we can, yeah, we can try. That's what I'm trying to say. We can definitely try to still make it a nice thing for the Idea Foundation, because they fucking deserve it. Idea Foundation is just, they're angels, in my opinion. I think honestly any charity, as long as they actually are committed to their cause, they're a bunch of angels. I'm stupid, just dumped the meatballs into the soup all at once instead of one by one, so soup splash everywhere. I like how Val immediately was ready to ask how much soup you splashed everywhere. Girl was waiting. Also, not to have a fun little contradiction between the two Sylvians, right? The trans mask Sylvie and the trans femme. But first I need to fix the tail and everything still. So let me fix your tail, my friend, my furry friend. And then your little feet Caesar in a sec as well. But the nice thing that we can do is turn the little hearts around the Sylvian into that dark blue. Whilst immediately then swapping around the other stuff as well. So right now, very blue. But don't worry, so this Sylvie is gonna get their pink back. So real quick, yeah, that's the darker, so that needs to be that darker pink. And because the mouth is still there for us to color pick from, we're gonna have that other pink at the ready as well. For, I believe, those are the hearts, I need that one. because it's essentially just a bit of a color swap. Look, guys, that's our shiny. Jesus Christ! Don't burn your arm, please. Yeah, be careful. And cool your skin if it burns. But that's both the normal and the shiny Sylvie, base colored. And whereas we could already do the Silly Willy of... Actually, I'm gonna do that. What am I saying? I am gonna commit the Silly Willy. I don't know why that layer was there. Anyways. Of having the two separate line arts from as well. So that's Sylveon. Now moving on to Glaceon, and you guys can already see the difference in the line thickness. I'm gonna be so through with you guys, I don't want to deal with the implications of that. I know that it's not gonna be nice on the merchandise, but I am honestly, you know, whilst I'm a perfectionist, there are moments where even I draw the line. Eeveolutions get the same treatment as the offer again ones. Yes. They're currently getting the same treatment of first everything gets colored, and then we're gonna do the shading. However, I am still planning to do the shading of both Glaceon and Sylveon on stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do everything else still on stream as well, or if I'm gonna do that off stream, because Monday I do want to order the next bunch of keychains, because, you know, the new ones just got in, so I immediately need to refuel my serotonin of, ooh, package is coming. So yeah. Thank you for the lurk. You can't see who did that. This thing still got another package to ship. Only got one bag of meatballs though. Wasn't there meatballs in the freezer still? Like, I believe there was still the meatballs in the freezer that I think your dad's forgotten about. If he hasn't, I'll just buy him new ones. And be like, well, yeah, I wanted to buy new ones, but there were ones in the freezer. I'd rather use the ones in the freezer and continuously buy new ones when we have ones in the freezer. Yeah, they're like, I think we're both pretty sure there's one in the freezer. Oh, what happened? Thank you, God Eternity 2_serial for the follow. Welcome to the flock. Welcome to the flock. That made me realize I never bothered to update that. Hold. We need to go to my alerts because I forgot to update stuff again. Now, I believe it's not that one that I use. It's the other one of my alerts. Because I saw the white text. So hold on. Okay, save changes. Oh, and I still needed to, oh god, I have work to do in the background. Oh no, oh no. I hope this works, what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that will work. Hold on. I've got the perfect thing. Also, hopefully, starting tomorrow, we can get the 2 gifted subs that come straight from the campaign. That was our sponsorship. I'm hoping that works. I'm hoping that I can set that up tomorrow. Okay, it's not letting me do the other one. That's really rude and mean of you, my alert box. Come on. Let me just update that other one that I wanted to update. That I would love that. Are you gonna do what I want you to? You are! Awesome. I'm gonna do the rest of that off stream. Someone pester me. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Welcome for the follow. Still, thank you, my darling. Thank you. Welcome on into the vlog. And also, thank you for reminding me that I needed to do some stuff in the background with my alerts and that I still have to do that. Thank you for Corp. The karaoke stream goal, it's still on the screen when we hit it a bit ago, unless you want us to get a second karaoke stream. I have not decided what the new goal is, but for some reason it auto updates the goal onto a new like sub amount, and it does not like say, ooh, do you want to set a new goal? It's like, hey, what's the new goal for you? And you're gonna have to end it first, and since you're just like, whoa, you hit the goal, you ended the goal, like celebration thing for a sec before you can actually change it, and yeah. Yeah, Firework is amazing. I can host a Get Fairy for you. That would be awesome. I would love that because I will forget. And we have to do that tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, because it ended the 10th. And it says 3 days after, so I'm pretty sure tomorrow or Sunday is gonna be when it's available. Like, I may actually say Sunday that we're gonna check it out, just to be safe with the timing. Oh, my pen tip's not doing what I need it to. Hello? You know what? That's as close to we can get to the fucking pressure that I need for this. Thank you, pen. You have to run the command to get the gift subs, by the way. Okay. Streamstar W. Foxy could never scare you? Foxy, Freddy, none of them could ever scare me. I have actually a very interesting story. Now, this does expose me for being the kid that was bullied but was still gullible after being bullied, which led to getting bullied again in high school, but around high school, for me, like, my friends, or who I thought were my friends, were super into FNAF, and I was too. And there was McDonald's recently, like, decently close to our school, like, not close enough that we could make it in one of the breaks, but say if you had a class cancel, then it was very easy to just say, you know, go over to the McDonald's. So at some point, we all got the same class cancelled. It was great, like, we were all free at the same time. So we went to that McDonald's, and I got the phone of one of my friends shoved into my hands, being like, well, you claim to not be scared of horror games. I'd like to see you beat this night, or this game, of FNAF that I have on my phone, you know, not be scared. And I was like, okay, and I was having the time of my life. Little did I know, they were plotting to try and spill, like, mayonnaise all over me as an attempt to humiliate me at the McDonald's, but that backfired so drastically on them, because the girl forgot that the phone in my hands was her phone. She genuine, honest to God, thought that she was dumping a packet of mayonnaise over my phone and ruining it. And I will never forget the sincere shock and horror, just mere milliseconds after the pack had fucking emptied, where she realized that it was in fact her phone, now covered in mayonnaise, which was slowly creeping its way into the cracks on her phone screen. Like, I have never seen someone so fucking scared for their life. And then, like, me just being me and not knowing how to read the fucking room, I was just like, oh yeah, good luck with that, and just fucking left with my remaining singular chicken nugget, just happily nibbling on it like that didn't happen. And I still think about the fact that I just walked out like that. Which, they never bothered me again after that incident. I think Mrs. Mayonnaise's phone was a bit too concerned with it happening again. As in, like, spilling mayonnaise all over her phone again. But I like to believe that it's because I was so fucking calm about the situation, where it made it look like I had planned the entire thing myself, like, as a counter to their plan. Like, I like to believe that in their hearts, they thought I was, like, some super awesome, knowledgeable, like, a super spy or whatever, who just countered their fucking brainwaves. Like, ultimately, that's cooler than I was so fucking autistic and Girly didn't want to ruin her phone again by just, you know, forgetting that it was hers. So they left me alone. But in my heart, it will always be because I am an awesome mind reader to them. And no one can ever take that from me. So yeah, Foxy don't scare me, you're the ultimate villain. The ultimate villain in high school was me. Not because I was a bully, but because I was, like, in this weird, like, limbo spot with the existing bullies to the point where it just didn't fucking affect me anymore. Like, I got too used to being bullied. I just stopped giving a lot more shits. Not all of them. I was still, like, very caring and stuff about shit in the background. Just couldn't let my bullies know that. And I didn't know how to fucking read the room, and they really did not like that, because at some points it just turned into me just staring them down as they tried to do any bullying. It's still bullying me, of course, like, hello, look at me, I'm bullyable. I was 5 steps ahead. 5 steps ahead, or just so brain dead that I take the entire fucking McDonald's with me. Like, what's really happened there? Was I 5 steps ahead, like I want to believe? Or did my fucking lack of brain cells, because I'm a bird brain, just spread? Like a virus. I think the option we're closer to is that second one. But we'll never know. We'll never know. Also, bone apple tea for Relium, I can smell the soup. I can smell the soup, it's good smelling soup. You cooked. Amen. Oh, let's see, now Glaceon's, it's just only the hair strands that are the specific blue, huh? As much as I'm a Glaceon enjoyer, somehow I never realized that. Okay. I'm gonna fill in those dead pixels that I keep spotting everywhere. But yeah, I am definitely a creature with that. Let's see. Oh, wait, I saw... Did I see a dead pixel somewhere? I thought I saw a dead pixel for a second. Did I get bamboozled? There's a high... Oh wait, no, there is another spot where this blue is used. And the inside of the ears. In Glacey's cute little earsies. Which, honestly, were a bit of a nightmare to get right, shape-wise, last time. But we got them down. Which is the most important part. I tasted the world's best chocolate today, but it has almonds in it, streamerable Paris Sage, yeah. I am sorry that I am a creature that's allergic to many things. This bird was not built for survival. After making her, yeah, she is all the same. Yeah. At least the crochet pattern. Girly is just blue. Double chalky kill? Yeah. They have free chalky at school today, like the tiny handout bars. And they had like the Milka. They had like the plain Milka. You know, just you know. It's plain Milka. What else is there to say about it? But then they also had like the strawberry yogurt as like a mini, and like the, I believe it's like chocolate mousse dessert or something, which makes it a bit closer in my opinion to a richer, slightly darker tasting chocolate. And then they also had the hazelnut one. I grabbed the plain old, you know. Milka is good, one of the safer options for me. Milka is like really good. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like texture of chocolate, Milka definitely has my favor, because it's just so soft. It's a nice soft chocolate that easily melts in your mouth, and I really like it for that. There really isn't much more to my liking of that thing. Specifically the caramel ones, with chocolate that was like infused with salted caramels, big almonds. I may upset some people by saying this, but I really don't like white chocolate. for those upset by that, think of it. If streamer does not like white chalky, more white chalky for the white chalky enjoyers. If I were to sit down at TwitchCon with you with a bag of chocolate, and I'd find a white chocolate and I knew that you liked it, I'd give it to you instead. Streamer would share chalky with chat, because streamer doesn't like it. So natural response is to, you know, share. Think of that before you look at me like I'm a heathen. White chalky I love. Least bad of 3 cookie chips. I know. Best white chocolate you've ever had. Fair. Okay. I don't know what I want to do color-wise for these little, like, icy wind clouds, but I think I'm gonna make them, like, white. Like, or, like, an off-white blue shade. Could work. No cacao butter, only cacao butter? Yeah, that's the Estonian one, not too sweet. Oh! I mean, then I'm, like, if there's white chalky from there that is not too sweet, then I may give it a try, because for me, white chocolate is usually way too sweet. Like, the type of sweet where you really have to sit there and think of how many teeth are rotting in your skull actively as you eat it. That, or what's more common for me, is just how nauseous you're gonna get within 5 seconds after eating it. That other one is surprisingly common for me as well when eating white chalky. Because it's just so sweet, man. It's like disgustingly sweet to me. You did the soup right! Nice! Oh, it's evil too? Wait, does it have cacao powder in the white chalky there? Is that what you're implying, Rat? Or is it just still the same old cacao butter? I'm praying for a Aurelium that it's cacao butter. Yeah, but it looks evil. Whilst I trust you, Rat, I don't trust Aurelium's allergies. I'm looking at them allergies. They ain't right. Okay, hold on, let me get those two up there. In the right order. And then apparently I did some shenanigery. Anyways, I should set that to protect alpha. Copy that color. Copy that other color. And first do this nice and bright blue. Oh yeah, now the shiny. Oh. Anyways, now the shiny's coming together. Do this one, and then all of that lovely bright blue. I trust my allergies, just give me cola. Oh. When I send, you can read ingredients in the back. We're civilized. Multiple languages. Amen. Amen to that. Thank you so much for that. You guys don't want to know how often I've looked at products being like, oh god, I wish you had English on you. Or like some other language that I can understand. It's been so mean and painful to me in the past. Okay, now time to actually do those little cloudies on the side. So first we're gonna go over it with this off-white in the flavor of blue. And we'll introduce some actual more blue into it via an airbrush. Not the great tone like that, but more like this, like actually nice and bright. Should probably protect alpha now that I'm doing this, and then a little bit of that like nice and darker blue. At least this shows up as darker blue on my screen. Or purple, depending on which angle I look at it. So we're just gonna add a bit of both. And some pink for good measure never hurt anybody. Pink for good measure never hurts anybody. Meatball shots. Oh, ooh, are you okay? No, the real difference is, yeah, it really makes a difference on the regular as well. So there we go, that's the Glaceon with her colors down. Which just means I can do that. Wait, did I do that for the Sylphie as well? Yeah, I did that for the Sylphie. Now again, to work in the order, it was Glaceon, then we need to move on to Umbreon. Again, because we are working in the right order. There's soft and open wound, okay. That's good. Again, we can use green as the undercolor. Here. And just color away. I've only been live for an hour. It feels almost longer than that. Probably thanks to the scuff. Also, chat, I will say, I just, I know that in the past we've had the little shades emote, like the sunglasses emote, right? As the one for when gifted shenanigans happen. But I've actually changed that to the loading one now. So there's gonna be more variety in the emotes that y'all are gonna see. For raids as well, I'm gonna put my raid emote there, so that when we get raided, it shows the little raid corp for it, and all of that good stuff. For Hype Train, I'm honestly gonna use the Hype emote as well, because that's just perfect. That way we have some more variety with what shows up on stream. Because honestly, reusing the same 2 to 3 emotes has gotten a bit, you know, bland for my tastes. And as someone who's very extra with what they, you know, like to show on screen, no. I don't want to be bland. So yeah, off stream, we're likely going to be editing that, or if I go onto BRB, I'll likely take a few extra seconds to just at least set one of those up. But honestly, I think it's gonna enhance the stream to just have the alerts look a little bit nicer. Even if it's just a tiny bit. Okay, can I just, by the way, also admit, Aurelian soup smells so fucking good, it's making me very hungry right now. I may actually pull a BRB to grab some pasta from the leftover pile that is now all mine. Probably can't get away with eating on stream again. At least I hope I can, guys. Please don't flame me in the VODs comments on YouTube after I upload this for pulling the ASMR on stream card again, because I don't know when an appropriate time to eat my dinner is, except for when I'm being watched by how many viewers I currently have? Apparently 8 people. Apparently it takes 8 people to get me to eat. I need to be perceived by 8 creatures at once of any species to actually function as a being. I have one of them left. Okay, yeah, we're no longer functioning. I had to make that joke. I saw the viewer count cut to 7 and I felt the need to. Would have been funnier if I just had a hotkey for my ending stream so that I just flashed it to that screen for a sec. But yeah, I want to add a bunch of funky emotes to my alerts, and I'm still planning on some more emotes as well in the chat. I'm planning a bunch of shit, which means that I'm probably only getting 1% of the total workload that I'm enforcing on myself done, and then I'm gonna mope that I haven't done the 99% yet. Knowing damn well that the 99% takes time and effort as well. Please tell me this doesn't create too many dead pixels. Oh, it's not too bad. I've seen worse dead pixels. There's a few along the edges, but all things considered, not that many along the middle. Now, Umbreon is really forgiving with its shiny, if you ask me, because it's the same fucking gray on both. At least it's supposed to be the same gray. Never mind, it's not the same fucking gray. Apparently, I never noticed that. We are gonna make its moon match with the marking color, though. So, for regular Umbreon, it's gonna be a yellow moon, yellow crescent. No? What do you mean no? To them being the same color of gray. Not the same. Yeah, I really just noticed that. It also shows how bad my stream delay is. Get that in. Because there are the pixels. Put that yellow band on. Maybe I should do that on the other layer, just like I've been doing for the other ones, to make my coloring of the shiny form easier. You like Umbreon Shiny? I think there's a lot of people out there who love Umbreon Shiny, myself included. Like, I have shiny hunted most, if not all, of the eeveolutions by now. Especially in Pokemon Legends Arceus, because I do not have CA. So I had to hunt them on Arceus instead. I've also hunted them in Scarlet and Violet, but I'm gonna be honest, I prefer the shiny hunting of Legends Arceus. I'm really happy that they brought back the shiny noise for ZA. Sad that I can't perceive it with my own ears, because I don't think even my Switch will run the game. Because I've got a Switch Lite specifically, like Switch 1 of the Lite variety. But also, another thing that I really like about this Arceus that Scarlet just doesn't have is Alpha Pokemon. Strolling up with a huge fucking shiny Eevee named Snowflake is probably one of my favorite moments in that game. Which, by the way, no, it's not a joke. What's your favorite shiny Eevee? Oh god, now you're asking me something. Out of all the shinies, honestly, I don't mind shiny Glaceon. I am a huge Glaceon fan. I really think I don't mind shiny Glaceon. Could be better, but like, I feel like there's also just some bias because Glaceon is my favorite evolution. So perchance there's some bias there, but I really do love my shiny. It's shiny Sylveon. Shiny Sylveon's also a very good one. Like I think they all are. Looks at Leafeon with the eyes. But there's definitely also just ones that are peak. Looking at ones like Umbreon and Sylveon, like, though these two, those two were fucking cooked. Like, they were slow cooked in the oven. I just realized what I did with these two. Fuck my life. I need to redo those. Because I filled in the middle with the gray, and that wasn't supposed to happen. It's supposed to just be the yellow, so that when I do the coloring for the other one, it makes my life easier. Why do I not pay attention to the stuff I'm doing on my own screen? At least that gives me a moment to also just reflect on this little circle, because I wasn't happy with it yet. It's either Sylveon and Umbreon. Oh! Felinara and Nachtara. Is that how you pronounce them? How you pronounce their names in German? Because I kind of really am hoping to get that one right. Because that would just be really cool to get right. Wait, hold on. Did I also do the stupid? No, I did not do the stupid with the tail. At least I didn't fully mess up. It's the German names. Yeah, I assumed as much. They're very good names, though. They sound like really pretty names to my brain, so they make me very happy. The pronunciation was right. Yay! That's about the first time I've gotten German pronunciation right on the first try. That's awesome! I'm learning! Are you watching me, Mama Bird? I know she's not. She's likely... Probably looking at the time, she's likely reading. Looking at the grand old time, Mama Bird is likely to be reading right now. One sounds like fee, which is fairy, and nacht is night. So, fun fact, we share a word then, because the Dutch word for night is also nacht. Just, I think, slightly different pronunciation. So Darren gonna have to lurk. Hey, you can always lurk. You don't have to be here, you know, as an active participant. You don't even have to be here at all. I'm not even holding you hostage, like... I know that some people apparently have taught that in the past, but I'm not holding you hostage, guys. Is my laptop okay? Hold on. Is my little computer okay? Why does it smell like something burning? It's not this thing. We also shared a word and word for a child. And now I'm really questioning how many things we share word-wise. Apparently it doesn't want to turn on the fans at all when I put it on auto mode. I think that's a good sign. I'm hoping. So hostage, nope, not leaving. No, right. Take your rest if you must. You know that. Resting up is important. Resting up is a very big important thing that any young fledgling of the flock must do at least once in their lives. Preferably more times than just once. Like, resting up is important and should be done on a nightly basis, but like, at least once in your life. Rest up correctly. I'll already be happy with that. And when the colors for the other one are in, I'm gonna put in that little pupil there, by the way. So no worries, everyone. He's not gonna look cursed forever. Like a soulless husk. So what I can do now is actually already preempt flip that eye in. They're black, a little eyes, so... I did want to have him staring off like this, or her. I don't know what the gender of this little Umbri is. Okay, anyways, I now get to change the base color for this one, so it's going to be the mismatch gray for a sec. I really thought they had the same gray before. Oh, no. Oh, the warm tone of the yellow rings is so nice, though. That blue in. We're almost done with the shinification already. Where's your little eye? Oh, your actual little eye. There's a fairly decent amount of shared words between the two languages, yeah. Like, the amount of shared words we have is definitely nothing to scoff at. But also, it's just fun to discover a new one every now and again. Anyways, that's the shiny Umbri. I had to do a Dutch language class and I didn't know in German. I got a passing grade! So basically what I did on my German, the stuff, okay. Very similar thought process there. Let me just do that real quick. Wait, did I turn off the... Yeah, I turned off the one for Glaceon. Now we go on to Espeon. Now, Espeon also has this little whatever the fuck I did going on, but that's gonna be after the rendering and shit. Okay, I looked it up. 80% of our vocabulary in our languages derives from the same root. I guess that's what you get when they're both, well, Germanic languages. It's really funny. German, Germanic, and then we just have Dutch. Give me 1 sec, guys. I need to drink a bit more. Okay, I think that's enough water. I hope. Word and hydrating is something, chat. The word for boy, for example, is Junge, and in German it's Junge. Yeah, they're very similar, and still I managed to mess up my German so hard that they wouldn't let me take it as a course ever again. They kind of told me to take French or else I would 100% guarantee fail my exams until they couldn't fail me anymore. It's very ironic that that's something that has happened within my life. We have milk, we have milk. Oh, and then we share the same verb, okay. Well, I guess we had to share something somewhere. Once more. I'm gonna get a bit more focused on doing the colors. I may actually skip out on doing the rest of the colors for just a tiny bit to finish up at least Sylvie. I'm gonna of course finish up the colors for SP, but I'll probably do the rest off stream when I'm feeling a bit more energized tomorrow. Because I was also working on some other stuff last night. Namely, I am starting off-stream work on the Mega Base idea on Idiots SMP. Which, guys, I'm gonna be so cooked for Idiots SMP. I've really just decided to basically repeat the forest, but like in chunks. So I don't get burned out, because I'll be building stuff in between. Like, I'll be building some houses, some trees, some paths, some houses, some buildings, and stuff, and trees, and paths, and I'll be constantly switching what I'm doing, which makes it so that I won't get burned out from trees ever again, trust. Plus, I have Limatica schematics for the trees that I want to build. I was smart. I'm not going to be hand building every single tree, like, and designing them on the spot anymore. I'm going to be actively making sure that I don't get tree burnout on that server. Finnish sounds like Estonian. Sounds like Estonian is like a drunk speaking. To Finnish Estonian also sounds like drunk speech. Yeah. Lower German Frisian is even more similar. My native language couldn't be closer to German, and that's a pretty good one. Okay, is this the same? I don't think so. No, that's not the same. I do wonder. Hold on, are these the same? Oh, of course, they couldn't be. And the gem isn't, because that gem on there is orange. So once again, we turn on the symmetry tool. Oh, come on. Color within the lines. I'm very capable of this as an adult, right? You'd think so. As someone doing an art study, that I'd be capable. Unfortunately, I disappoint many with that. One is cyan, the other is dark blue. Yeah. It really does not help for me that I can't see the color difference all that easy, technically, when they're not side to side, because color theory-wise will have you temporarily believe that some of the colors are the exact same. It's because of basically the surrounding colors, tricking your brain into thinking something is one color when it's actually the other. Which is just a nasty thing, in my opinion, that your brain does. Like, bro, you're really gonna lie to me about what color this thing is because it has a different color next to it that makes it vaguely resemble the other color you're on about? Like, dude, that's just petty. I do know that this is on the more red side, by the way. This is a forehead gem. The other one's more orange. Coin flip. White coin flip. Damn it. These are receptors, yeah. The receptors are evil, is what they are. The cones. Yeah, I vaguely recall there being a mention at the, whatchamacallit, at the optometrist at some point, that there was something else fucky-wucky with my eyes. Can't for the life of me recall what this was, by the way. Because that totally wouldn't be useful information to have within my life. Totally not salty of my own body here for, you know, not remembering, or my own brain I should say. My body did nothing wrong, for once. There we go. Green Sylveon. The greenening. You know, now that I really look at Espeon like this, it's Grinch. We just have the Grinch here. Especially if you keep that red in instead of change it to the orange it's supposed to be. Just created the Grinch. That's all there is to Espeon. It needs to be a bit darker. I chose too close to the light color. And the white eyes, and then I need to change that to the more orange from the shiny. But I know the pixels made it duller, so I need to actually properly, and then boing. Astigmatism. I know that's one of the things that's what that makes just like lights into the little dancing stars, right? Because that's definitely a thing that my eyes do. If I have my glasses on or off, don't matter. I see a light and it's like it's sparkly. It's like a little shimmering star, which is all fun and games until it isn't. Until it is. But yeah, no, I don't know exactly what it is. It could be astigmatism. I don't know. All I know is that lights sparkle, and sometimes that hurts my eyes. Also, what I know is that we're gonna be shading Sylveon and then hopefully shading Glaceon as well. Now what I'm gonna do is on a separate file, pull up our Eevee on the side, so I can see just exactly which types of lighting I did again. Because I do want that to be consistent, and I have a bit of a track record of forgetting what exact lighting I did when I do them like this, one by one, instead of, you know, as a big batch, so that they're all at the same step constantly. Like, I will forget roughly where I was in the process. And by that extent, if they need to have the same shading color, I'll usually have some color blobs on my canvas to ensure that I, you know, recall what color goes where. So let me just cutely fill in the inside of the ears. Now, I really don't care if the shading here is asymmetrical a bit. Especially on the symmetrical bits, because that will just make it look a little bit more interesting in my opinion. Like, I genuinely feel like your eye will be drawn a bit more to asymmetrical shading on parts that are otherwise symmetrical. Because there's something different. So your brain can't just look at one side and go, oh yeah, I've seen it all. No, it is your corneal membrane that's curved? I don't know, but it's breaking the light difference, which causes you to see a slight distortion. Oh! I have barely any idea what any of this means. I just really know that, like, lights dance for me and turn into those little sparkles, and sometimes it hurts my eyes. Like, especially if there's a lot of lights, like little lights. I just realized by that extent why the Christmas tree always hurts my eyes to look at. Okay. It took me 22 years, nearly 23 years of my existence to figure that one out. I am a top-tier bird brain. I'm dethroning Cynic with how much my fucking brain's just birding right now, like, man. Maybe I should turn into a pigeon instead. The graceful elegance is not well reserved for those with a brain like mine, so to speak. God, I'm sounding like Birdly. I received the Birdly keychains, by the way, guys. I got them in the same package as all the other ones. And I can confirm the chicken is frozen. Gordon Ramsay wouldn't enjoy it. The rugby ball shape thingy, it's supposed to be a circle. Huh? But are these supposed to be circles? If so, we're into shading. Sylveon. Oh, never mind, okay. I was like, please don't tell me I messed something up on the Sylvia. Oh, phew. Because that's the thing I got, which causes minus prescription. Honest God, wouldn't be able to fucking tell ya. I just know, lights dance for me. My eyes hurt sometimes from that. Not hooray. So yeah, that's about all I can tell you about that, and yeah. At this point, my body is just a weird enigma to me half the time. The other half the time, I don't even try. My body can continue on being a little SCP for me. There we go. Actually, I do need to add that shading just a bit. Make it look like that one's hovering over. So that it looks a bit more like she's stepping up. Understandable. You guys are understanding more than me right now. My fucking brain's just turning off. All I can think of is shading. A book that I was reading today, again. Because, guys, I got the king in yellow. I'm gonna fall to the yellow sign. I'm doomed. I am doomed by the yellow sign. No. Did you say the light dances? Because that don't, like... Astigmatism? Okay, shaking eyes, basically. Well, yeah, like, when I'm in your room, right? And I look at, like, the little red light that is, from that TV that never gets used. It's like little stars that are... I guess you could say they're twinkling. Like, they're... You know the twinkling animation where it, like, shifts and moves and stuff? Like, that. But apply that to, like, every light. Like, especially, like, smaller light sources have it worse with that. As long as it isn't yellow wallpaper. We're not going to the back rooms. We're not going to the back rooms. No worries. We're not entering the back rooms. Not on this stream, at least. Oh, you guys don't want to know what I've planned. Okay, so now... Plonk. Plonk. And I want to use the blue. I need a darker blue to make that work. Yeah, that just about does it. But we're not going to the back rooms today. You needn't worry. Okay, and then I have a highlight, and then I have a bounce light. Okay. Love. We've already established you got the same thing inside. There's more on top of that as well. For corporations. True light is something. Yeah, but are they supposed to like skedaddle? Like, are they supposed to be tweaking? Are those lights supposed to be tweaking? Because that's the part I don't know about. Like, are the lights supposed to be, you know, busting the moves of how they dart about? Oh, there's a short story from the late 19th century called The Yellow Wallpaper. Oh, that one. I think I know which one you're all about. I'm not sure, actually, now that I think about it. And again, whenever it's, like, this brain of this bird is never certain. Jesus Christ, I'm struggling. I think we actually may be looking at a short stream today, given the fact of how much I'm messing up already. This is not normal levels of me messing up right now. Yeah, you guys were hearing that, right? Absolute brain breaking. Yeah, it doesn't interact with the shading, so it's just a straight up highlight like this, okay. Get a little highlight on there. I mean, it goes in and out of focus for me, and that changes lines for me. We needed to read it in English advanced class for a few weeks. Nice. I remember that I said screw it and just started reading another book for some of my advanced classes instead. Because, yeah. I don't really remember why. I think I was just severely disinterested. So I just chose another book to read and I read it faster. It was either I was disinterested or once again the class was going slower than me because I actually got interested in the book and then I wanted to read it in one go and then I couldn't and then I gave up. Like, if they would have let me binge the fuck out of a book sometimes, because I remember that's what happened when we were supposed to read Coraline. We'll go another bowl of soup. This soup is just soup. What flavor's your soup? It's soup flavor! Oh wait, the type of bowl. Guys, the stream is not gonna last long today. The stream is absolutely not gonna last long today. If you have to ask why, just hear what is coming out of my mouth. And how much of it is utter nonsense. Yeah, that's about the lightest pink I can get. Tomato veggie soup with meatballs, by the way. Okay, now it's time for some bounce lights. I did want to keep that area of Sylvie's face, by the way, rather plain like that, because it just helps, in my opinion. Now, for both of them, I'm gonna do the same bounce light, because they share some colors in their scheme anyways. And that's gonna be a purple. Which is basically what you get when you have both of these little guys. Okay, that's better still. So that's gonna be our little bit of bounce light. Adding some extra dimension to everything. And I'm gonna not spare the bounce lights. I really think that just going feral with it this time will elevate it so much. No, I remember some of the books I read though for my exam year. I know one of them was Animal Farm. I'm pretty sure I read Brave New World for it as well. Like, I was into a lot of, like, dystopian stuff, which is now just reality, I guess. As depressing as it sounds, it's basically reality. It's the world we live in. I know for Dutch, which is, again, my native language, I read books that I first Googled, being like, please tell me they have no, like, explicit scenes, because for some reason Dutch literature cannot let go of having an unnecessary sex scene in the middle of the book for, like, no good reason. And I have just, on numerous times, just put a book down and not picked it up and refused to read it further, even though it was, like, for an exam stuff. Just because of that, to the point my teachers kind of realized what was up. So whenever they saw me put the book down, they were like, you encountered it again. Not just textbook. Never read Animal Farm, but I read 1984 in freedom. Okay, but from what I know, in 1984, the scene in question actually has some plot relevance from what I know from one of my friends. Because the act of, doing it is not supposed to be nice. Apparently the women in that book are, like, taught to make it as unpleasant as possible. I dare say bordering painful. So it's just for the sake of no extinction. But then that one is, like, a complete opposite of what the fucking agenda says they should be doing. Right? Oh, that looks so delicious. 5-course meal right here with the Sylveon. Oh, that looks scrumptious. How does it look on the... What? We cooked, chat. The Sylveon, dare I say, well cooked. Well cooked, well marinated. Now, we're gonna do a purple line on both of them. And I believe that's either 2 or 3 pixel. I can't tell 100% for sure. Alright, so we're gonna see how it looks on regular Sylvie. Yeah, just as good. Because Sylveon just cannot look bad. And just do a copy merged, paste that over, paste it underneath specifically. Do that. And then I'm gonna try a 3 pixel first, because that tends to be my go-to. Okay. Yeah, I think the 3 pixel is it. There was one book once we needed to read, where there was an affair between What? That sounds like a fucking nightmare of a book to have to read. What the fuck? I am so sorry that you had to read that. Like, that... I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. That sounds horrible. Anyways, that concludes our Sylveon journey. Which I believe... Do I have them still separated in an Eevee file here or not? To some degree I do. Okay. So we are gonna put them together. As regular and then shiny. But we're not gonna flip them just yet. Okay, again, Glaceon is up next. For Glaceon, I want to do a purple shadow all the way. Like, shading blue with purple is a choice. that I will make every single time. Thank you for the hybrid, OP. Welcome on in, by the way. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Let me readjust that a tiny bit again. But now, what if I make it look like the light is coming from... Okay, yeah, hold up. What if I make it just like the light comes from these little wisps of blizzard? Ooh, that's gonna be really pretty, with the bounce lights then insinuated to be coming from our lovely little glaceon here. Just checking in while on the SMP. Alright, man, alright. Do you think you can ask Reboot like about if he wants the cat and camel heads on the SMP? Because I still have them set aside in a bundle. And I'm gonna be starting on the literature of the Romantic era? Oh yeah. Casual fever dream of madness? I would take a fever dream of madness over unwarranted sex scenes. If it ain't there for the plot, when it comes to that, leave it out. Put it in a smut fanfic on fucking Wattpad or AO3. If Reboot like still wishes to have the cat heads as well as the camel head. Has the question been received? Because I do recall Stefan wanting some heads of specific animals. I got told you asked me something, but I couldn't hear it over people yelling. Oh. You're sexualizing stones again, what the fuck? But I asked basically if Reboot like still wants to have those cat heads alongside that camel head that I showed you the other day while I was out collecting bats at Scamazon. Okay, now very careful with the shading, I say, knowing I have an eraser. I have an eraser. I'm such a thing sometimes. Let me ask real quick. Alright, thank you. Take your time relaying. Thank you for being my postal pigeon. Thanks for being a postal pigeon to this peacock. Keep carving that stuff out. And over there the light does come more directly from that side, so we can do that. And then we can have a bounce light from that one over here. He says he wants to murder his own. Okay. The two we've read so far were the Rude Mountain waiting. Oh. It makes me wonder what goes on in the heads of some of these writers, like, what I wouldn't give to travel back in time to just hear what the fuck some people were thinking when they were writing their masterpieces. It's like, what went on in those brains to produce some of the stuff we read today, like, damn bro, you had a brilliant mind, the fuck did it come from? What gave you the ideas? Shakespeare was high. I feel at this point that's like the most common known fact about like inspirations and stuff. Which says something. That I know, yeah. Oh, hold on, my pen isn't doing pen pressure for a sec. There we go, now we're back to pen pressure town. pressure, we love it. I'm going quite dramatic shading on this glaceon. I don't want to go too dramatic on the shading though. But you know, like, I want to know what Lovecraft, you know, was on when he wrote half of his shit. Like, I know part of it is racism and just being terrified by the concept of people being different. Like, I know that much. But I want to know where, you know, where did some of that cosmic madness come from? Is it genuinely just as shallow as this man was afraid of everything that looked slightly different? Was it just because this man would have had a panic attack if he saw some modern-day plants? Racism and homophobia. Is it just all there is to Lovecraft? Is he genuinely that fucking shallow? Is that all there is to this man? A bit of religion? We're talking about, old masters, basically. Old authors. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on through Lovecraft's head? Apparently it's just racism and homophobia. The man really is that shallow. Which, honestly, kinda disappointing. Like, you'd think he'd be onto something more, but no. Think he'd be bashed with, like, divine inspiration or something every now and again, just to keep him going. But no, it's really just the fear of anything that's different from him. Snap me out of my zoning out. Congratulations, you've been snapped out of your dissociation and zoning out or whatever is going on in that slow cooker over there. By me considering that H.P. Lovecraft was just kind of fucking boring. Motherfucker. Like, sorry, you can't be that good of an author and then have your reason for cooking up such cool stories just be, oh yeah, if you had ginger hair, you were the devil or something. Like, the fact, it disappoints me. And here I was hoping he really just had been contacted by one of the many things he wrote about. Just to give him a little bit more, like, flavor, but no. This man cannot even comprehend salt with how flavorless he is in his inspiration. I say that, by the way, being a huge fan of Lovecraft's work. Me? No, not you, not you. We're talking about H.P. Lovecraft right now, like, the author. Oh, his father was a victim of psychosis? Okay. Now that's a little bit more interesting. Maybe he gave it to his son. We have a new candidate again of, what gave Lovecraft his sauce? Was it his dad's psychosis and what his dad shared with him from his psychosis? I woke up just in time for comfy drawing stream. It's a comfy drawing stream where I'm roasting the fuck out of my favorite authors. H.P. Lovecraft, who is dead. Bro is probably rolling over in his grave right now. Would not be surprised if somewhere in wherever the fuck H.P. Lovecraft's soul went, if he went back through the recycling system of reincarnation, to Christian hell. I don't think that guy of all people would make it into heaven, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you wrote good shit, but you were also not the chillest to anything that was different from you. So I don't think that guy would make it into heaven. However else he ended up, like, I think I'm disturbing his arrest, and honestly, good. doted on the young Lovecraft excessively, pampering him and never letting him out of her sight. Lovecraft later recollected that his mother was permanently stricken with grief. Huh. Oh, my mother loves me. It must be because my father died. Or, oh, my mother loves me. It must be because my dad isn't existing anymore within this plane of ours. In the same way that we are. Wild concept. From Wiki. You know, why has this turned into a Lovecraft debate right now on stream? Not even a debate, just a dissection of what the fuck was wrong with this guy that lived, you know, a couple decades ago type of deal. Like, how long ago did Lovecraft actually live? I have no fucking sense of time, by the way, guys. Concept of time does not exist for me. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I also did another thing. I know that the people who are most likely to reach the 1.5 year badge are founders, so they probably won't get to see it. But, I updated the badges, so now that the 1.5 year and the 2 full year badges are in. He died in the 1930s. Anyways, the new badges for both 1.5 years and 2 years are in. So if you're anywhere close to that your sub badge and you can actually see it, rejoice! You will be perceiving it soon. If not, if you're a founder who is here hitting that point, DM me. Like, well, honestly, most of my founder people have me somewhere on social media. So send me a DM and I'll show you what it looks like, because I don't want the people who have supported me since the very beginning to, you know, miss out on certain things. Just because they've got a founder's badge. Thank you for the corp, thank you for the snack time, thank you for the hydrate, thank you for the wordle. Look my glass down so aggressively. Good thing it was an actual fucking glass. Okay, Wordle! It's Wordle time. Hopefully if I do it like this, thank you for the bell. And the pads as well, stretchy stretch as well. Hold on. Ah. Good stretch. Woo. Oh, I really thought that would do it. Okay, why is it not capturing? It should be there. OBS, are you good? Okay, there we go. OBS has decided to indeed perceive the fact that it's here. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, it's just delayed. Okay. Specifically, he begins to have recurring nightmares of being referred to as night gods. He credited their appearance to the influence of Dory's illustrations, which would roll me through space, the sickening rate of speed, the well-threatening and impelling me with their detestable tridents. Damn. Bro was really on that hate train, huh? So, we know that we have a T in here somewhere. Once again, we're gonna use our second word to get a fucked and shit out group. It's that there's no O and that the U is in the wrong place, otherwise I would have tried to use trout. But that means we've got one other vowel left to use, which would be an I, which is semi-likely. Trust? Yeah, we can try trust. Oh my god, that was so close, what the fuck? Trunk. Okay. Oh. Truck. Guys, you know what fucking emote to send? This is a certified Bergen truck moment. This is a certified Bergen truck moment. This is unscripted. I did not know that this was the word. I was gonna say truth, but that doesn't So this wasn't scripted. This was. Thank you for the fucking email. I was waiting for it. Expect it to be this relevant this soon. Yeah, the H is if the H isn't in there, it can be really tricky sometimes because the TH combo at the end, especially if the T is in there, especially in that location, it can be so fucking tricky to figure out. Thank you for using another 30 bits to identify that email. I love how everyone's using it. Like, it really went from I've created something that I don't think I should have to. You know what? I think we may actually vibe with it. And honestly, it's so fitting knowing the fact that the Wordle gave us truck on the same day that I drew that before stream. Cannot be made up. Fully unscripted, fully, like, I didn't even know it was truck. It's just divine intervention is what that was. Which, by the way, guys, if anyone here has suggestions for emotes that you would love to see added to my roster, so that you may express yourself, be it in my chat or any other chat that you're in if you're subbed, let me know. Either via the actual Discord chat, not Discord chat, the Twitch chat here, or via my Discord. Which if you haven't joined already, Aurelia! I remember walking in and just seeing the line art for it. Yeah, you were seeing me like halfway through the lining and you just walked in and just, you were saying something and you just dead paused. Like, you had to process reality for a moment. You had to process what I was doing. Thank you. A waving one. A waving one. That's something I can easily do. That's like... So a little wavy emote. That's one. I can make that both animated and unanimated, but given that I have more slots open for non-animated, I just will make that a basic PNG one. But that was a really good suggestion. Thank you, Joyful. Thank you, Joyful Jester. I'm gonna add that to my little to-do list for later, for off-stream. Because I do like making my emotes off-stream, so I can get, like, fully catch you guys off guard with what horrible shenanigans I've, you know, done this time. Aurelium teamed Corb. That's gonna be something else. And then if I remember if I actually said what I wanted to do earlier. I don't remember either. I think both of us, you know, couldn't escape him. We were hit by the truck mentally. We got truck-cooned. Also, I hope that these shading colors and stuff will work out half as nice on the shiny as they did on the regular. If not, I'm gonna be sad. But now's the time to find out. Duplicate all of them over. Oh, yeah, it worked! Oh, I feel my soul ascending. Oh, I feel my soul ascending. Look at this, guys! Look at her! Look at her! I love this! She's so cute. She's so cute. She's such a cutie patootie! Oh, the colors and shading actually make this look a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I genuinely didn't think it was actually, you know, gonna turn out nice. But she's exceeded my expectations. She's very pretty, indeed. Thank you for the heart emote. A codec one? Wait, Milo's been indeed spotted. Hello, Milo. How are you doing tonight, my friend? My compadre? Did I say that right? I hope I did. Okay, so copy merged, we paste it again. Again, we're not flipping any of these over just yet for the final actual product inputs and stuff, but this is just, oh no, the tolerance is all messed up on this one. Okay, hold on, I need to change the tolerance at least a little bit. Ooh, okay, hold on. So have a higher tolerance here and then lower on these, and that does the trick. And that's the lovely little line border around them, and then I'm gonna name that Shiny. Oh, I love the shiny Glaceon, it's so good. Okay, I'm really happy with these, actually. I am really, really happy with these. We got a Confused, as well as a Loading. I wanted to stream a Chaotic, so now all. I have to be up very early. Cute. Yeah, also, Milo, we've got new emotes. Yeah, I'm gonna make more emotes for you afterwards, but hold on. I'm gonna show off the 3 new emotes real quick to Milo by putting them in chat myself. We've got the little spooky dance. We've got the loading, which took an awkwardly a long amount of time to figure out. And now we've got the Bergen trigger. You're not subbed? Oh god. Dangerous words you're saying there, Milo! Follow me nice. Please, I beg of you. Have to sub another time? Yes, sub another- God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it! Also, yes, I have the little loading guy on there for the alert now. Hold on. No, I want to make it bigger! My electric. Wait, no, I wanted to! Okay, never say the words I am unsubbed in this chat, or anything that is synonymous. This will cause a war towards me, also with the leader- Oh no! Oh no! What have you just done? Oh god! Naha's lead is gone. Did I want to overtake? No, don't listen to the demons. Don't listen to the demons. Is next on this was Schulte? Do it. No, don't! Don't! Actually, hold on. Val. You're now a demon. By the way, your sister was being adorable. Showed her my keychain and so this means she went, huh? But you don't have a hoarder till. No. Okay, Val, I'm gonna give you an option here if you want. If you want, we can leave it to a wheel. If you want, we can leave it to either the wheel or coin flip. That's up to you. You have all rights to deny, but if you're gonna push this bit, if you're gonna actually do this, or if you're thinking of doing this, put it to chance. We will just do it. No, just do it. If you're thinking of doing it, we put it to chance. That way I can have a little bit of hope. Can we check your luck? Oh no. I don't do any of them. You will just not know what my dice rolls. No! Coin flip. I'm scared. At any moment, this stream could turn into a nightmare. Also, did I really quickly look up the 95 bits is like over 2 years on my belt. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Also, hold on, I need to check on the eeveolutions, specifically the order that they're in the Pokédex. Because I always mess up the first 3. Which, okay, so hold on. Oh yeah, no, the first one is Vaporeon, then Jolteon, then Flareon. Okay, that's Pokédex order. Can't find dice, just give me 20 minutes, I have dice. No. Is the app provider, place your app store, takes a big cut as well, yeah. So that means I do need to shuffle these 2 around to be in the right order. Do I roll a d20 and send it to Rai? Yes. I'll allow you to do that. Anyways, we're gonna color in the agility while we're still here anyways. I will say, if there's any chaos, wait with it for a sec. But like, you can send a d20 to me. I will not read it aloud, because like, if Val wants to do this, it's her own d20, but like... Yeah. I will support any rolling of dice. I am a DM of the potentially evil category. Be warned. Not in the sense, by the way, that I will TPK your entire party. No, I'll just build up so much suspense that you don't know what to do. That or I give overpowered items really early on to give my party the idea that I have something planned, but in reality, no, I just made shit up. And now I actually have something as a contingency plan, but still. Have a dice. You have. No. I think we need to leave it. Yeah, I have to search my room for a bit. Teehee. Okay, in that case, guys, we're probably gonna do a BRB after I'm done just with the base colors for a regular Jolty, so just filling in this yellow is what I clarify as the base color here. We'll go on a BRB so I can grab my dinner, and also go use the facilities. That will give Val hopefully enough time to find the dice. For me, hopefully enough time for bad luck to kick in so that I can, you know, rest easily tonight. Hold on, I'm sending a vid ASAP? Oh god. At some point we should do a stream though, where I have like a dice cam up. Like, set up just a little dice cam using my phone or some shit. And all it does is just determines what we do on stream. That could actually be really fun for the streamathon, just like letting the dice decide. You haven't eaten dinner yet? No. I haven't. I wasn't hungry enough for dinner yet. I couldn't commit to it just yet. With you two won't be safe from Teehees at all. Oh god. I'm scared. Sansa. I'll look at it in a sec during my BRB. I'll look at it on my phone so that guys, people don't accidentally hear stuff on stream that you wouldn't want them to hear. Because I do know just, like, you sent it over to me, but you may not want everyone else to hear your voice right now, or what else. Okay, that needs, that needs a little touching. That needs a little touching up. But with a slightly smaller brush. Because the one thing that the fill bucket tool cannot comprehend is how I draw spikes. Otherwise, I did a pretty decent job from what I can tell. Teehee Andrew, who gave me the okay. Oh yeah, people can't know I exist IRL, only people who spot me at TwitchCon may. Yeah, no, I want to plan something nice for my community at TwitchCon, but at the same time I feel like we don't have a big enough audience, especially if, you know, people who actively go to TwitchCon. You're drawing on their screens. Yeah, that's the VTuber life. The VTuber and PNG-tuber life. You're just a PNG on a screen. Some of us move. Some of us move a little bit more than others. But in the end, we're all just pixels. And we'll take over the world together. Anyways, we are nearly done. Just checking with these little spikies towards the end now. I really am. Could you, in a sec, when I waddle into your room, tell me the order again after Jolty? Because I forgot. That's a pixel. Anyways, look guys, first tiny basis of thing. That's sure fun, we had a small meetup. Yeah. You don't even know me, IRL, I might be a hologram for all you know. No. You're a stickman. That's what you are. You're like a little stick figure. I was gonna put us on BRB. so I can grab one by dinner, use the facilities, and I highly encourage everyone also to just take a moment to, you know, get what they need, be it food, be it water, be it just a moment of rest, okay? Well, I walked by, I think they're Macy, but I don't know how y'all look like either. No worries, no worries. During TwitchCon, I have a tendency to wear a long white wig though. Like last year, I kind of wanna see if I can commission someone. I don't really know who I want to commission to style my VTuber wig. At least a full white one for this, so that I can go as, you know, myself. As close as I can. I can't wear fucking lenses IRL, it sucks ass. I have a bunch of mutual friends that we do know it. Yeah. Like Astro! I know Astro IRL! Oh, I can go bother that cat. I said hi to Mikasa and Agile, which I think was their name, but I don't know. Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna put you all on BRB. Make sure to grab something to eat if you haven't already, and make sure to drink something as well whilst we're on this BRB. We will be back in a bit. I'm thinking approximately 10 minutes, and after we are, we'll be continuing with the base coloring, and hopefully finishing a bit more. Chad, I can't believe it, but I just came upstairs with my food right at the 10-minute mark. I can't believe it. I just got up at the exact 10-minute mark since we got on our BRB. Let me get that cheese. Let me get that cheese on my pasta. Also, I'm really quickly reading back chat, then we're switching from the BRB screen. The cat keeps DMing you. Oh my god. Astro loves DMing people. Astro is an insanely social guy. I fucking love him for that. Sadly, I am a very antisocial bird and forgets to, text back. Yeah, Sunday I wasn't there. Oh my god, random loose dice on desk. For Val. Oh god. Okay, so now that I've read everything again, I got to breathe for a second. We're going back to live and gaming. Well, what do you have in store for me? What's going on those ways? Also, only one I can even find. Now, I'm letting you in charge of, like, how you're gonna gamble this, like, what's your winning condition and that stuff, like, that gamble is all yours. However, I do expect you to tell me the outcome before you be like, oh, gifted sub, if it's the chaos outcome. Give me, like, a little breather to prepare. I'm gonna need that today. Today is one of them days where I need to mentally prepare for the chaos. Oh, I just did it again. That's both basically the same, wait. I mean, on the Saturday we were pretty much at the same spot the entire time because ghosting at the convention. So can't go inside, and honestly most of our friends were there and I couldn't find the other people I wanted to see because they were inside the con for the most part. Which, given the fact that they kind of pushed me to come to the con to see their cosplay and they were like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go outside now, just okay, rude, wasting my time like that, okay. Oh god, is that actually what's gonna happen? Is Val gonna claim first? Is that what's gonna happen tonight? Can't be second forever? Chat, I'm scared. I'm scared of whatever the outcome is going to be. Lovely to win, what would be the succeeding? Oh no! Aurelium gets to set the succeeding mark. There's a few ways to go about this. You could set it as armor class and shit as well. Roll a dex check, DC 15, and you have a plus to... Chat, be nice to your streamer who is sat here flabbergasted and scared. Dex save with my D&D character sheet. Yeah, it's a D20, it looks like it. Or a concentration check. I am scared here. I'm scared of whatever the fuck this outcome's gonna be. Up to the streamer. Thank you for the headphones and you're just spending money. No, you told Aurelium to decide what the winning condition is. I am not stepping in. Or is it Sneak? I should be a nice jester. Oh, would Sneeko would succeed 100%. No! You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. I don't know why I adopted that accent of all things I could have done, but... Rogue, time for Snot Green Jolty. Welcome back, Princess Fiona. I cast Bardic Inspiration and goes, no! Don't do that! I literally put the D&D character open on the second screen now. Aurelia, pray for me. Whatever the fuck you choose, at least pray for me. Oh no, I need to choose Yandere mode. Whilst I'm getting head pats, whilst I am also having a freak out over this. I can't believe you'd ask me for that. Well, thank you for redeeming it, darling. I'll give you a second one. Well, I hope the mic picked that up. I'm slowly getting better at it. What about stealth versus your perception? Oh god, that'd be even more insane. Passive oh god. Even +9? Damn. Scary. Nothing gets past this guy. Nothing gets past that guy. I think this counts as a dex save with advantage for Adira, or alternatively stealth roll against an AC of 50. Oh no. Oh no, here we go. No casting guidance. This is purely up to Val. No Bardic Inspiration, no Pokemon moves in the flavor of Helping Hand. Wait, so stealth against AC 15, that's basically a guaranteed win, isn't it? Guidance does count. Okay, fine. You just want Val to win this, don't you? I typically can't even see them. I cast guidance. Oh no. I don't think you need to cast anything. +14, you don't need to fucking cast anything. I'm totally not rigging this with that. Why? Why are you rigging it? Talking about rigging, I should be rigging a fucking 3D model by now. For something, but I don't wanna. I can get it done within an hour, but I just don't wanna. Let's roll the dice. Please roll in that one. Please roll a nat 1. But not even a nat 1 guarantees my safety. I'm screwed either way, aren't I? Not 1, but with a fucking +14. That's not gonna fucking matter. What?! So we're gonna end the stream here, guys, now. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration works on upsides. That's already been used in my campaign before. I am actually quite generous with that, apparently, because I was just like, yeah, sure, you can use multiple Bardic Inspirations. It's doubled, so double, triple. No! Be nice to me! Be nice to your sweet man. Be nice to your sweet man. I already see one person that isn't subbed. Who is currently unsubbed, actually? Milo is. OP has the Founder's Badge. Aurelium has the Founder's Badge. Milo is subbed. Who are you seeing that isn't subbed? Evil Army is also subbed. I know not much. No, Rat is subbed. Who is the unsubbed? No, OP has Founder's Badge. That means he's actively subbed. Okay, so next up was Vaporeon. Shall we go to this little donut of doom? Not gonna lie, I am a scary person in the way of preferring death saves being a hidden roll. I was joking there. I'd love to see a pin. Oh my god. Am I okay? So Val, am I safe? Am I safe? Or is a war about to unleash? Oh god. Is gamer subbed? I don't know. Gamer subbed, gamer subs. Just realized that. Hold on, I have a message here in oh god. Yeah, it's the leave, quick leave. The fact that I didn't even know that was your all for a bit. You successfully tricked me, because I don't pay attention to texting styles. It's like one of those scary superpowers that people have that I just don't, which is like recognizing how people text. Like, Zeflok? How did you know it was me from a singular message? Also want to do some quick color comparing. Okay, hold on. No! Put my navigator back up there. Yeah, back up. Got my yellow. Same yellow. How about the whitish part? Same color. Okay, those two can be the same. You made me say thank you for the lurk to myself. Yeah. There's a reason why I didn't realize. Yeah, I'm a I'd be nice-ish to at least not fully double trouble you. Because you said something only you would say. Yeah. And we also all have different writing styles, so that helps it. Listen, I still don't understand how people can still just snipe someone though. Like, even if like, it baffles me. Because a simple message like, I'm going to Taco Bell can already out someone, apparently. Even if there's like 50 different people who have yoinked that phone before who would go to Taco Bell and text that exact same sentence, the exact same way. No, they know it's you. Person A that clocks you knows it's you. Like, what the fuck? How did you know it was me? I wanna know how many tricks to mimic my time. They saw even then they get clocked. I mean, I've definitely seen you interact differently in Cat's chat, but that's the cat. So, like, of course we interact there differently because it's the cats. It's normal, right? Okay, I'm just gonna use the fill bucket tool a bit because I'm starting to get lazy. Not a good sign that I'm starting to get lazy of all people with this, because I hate the pixels, but so far my fill bucket tool has actually been kind of nice to me. Spams letters the emblem is very bubbly and used a lot of emotes. Script doesn't speak Dutch. Vi is young and expert. I said from Yoaster. Huh. I'll note this roll down because I have to go to sleep early tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm safe. I am safe. I'm safe from Val's roll for now. I have a little bit more time to prepare. Now with that in mind then, we'll put this base in so I can start working on Vaporeon off stream when I feel like it. As well as all the other ones. But that means we're likely gonna end stream here in a sec, because I was waiting to see if chaos would happen, because I don't want to end right as you guys want to get chaos started with that. I feel like that's just trying to evade that shit, and that feels really rude on my part. But seeing as chaos isn't gonna happen, I can safely end my stream. Right? Think again. I have like $5 left above my payout, so I could not. Oh god. so tempting me. If please let me end the stream. And there's very obvious because it's general with lack of giving a fuck. Bell PTSD. Yeah, you guys want Bell PTSD there. Thank you for the Freddy 5 bears in my ear. The fucking bell scares me more than the Freddy 5 bear. I hope you guys realize what the fuck the bell has done to me. I hope you guys realize the fuck the bell has done to me. Also, chat, how do we think of starting like a new, like, funny bingo potentially on January 1st, 2026? Or like a new year, Pavlovian response, yeah, for real. But like, new year, new bingo. Where we look at all the funky shit that wasn't on the bingo before that has definitely happened in the streams. And see what we can shuffle around to add it on, to hopefully keep it a bit refreshed. Thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate it. But why? 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 I love you guys, like, donating to me, don't get me wrong. I just... Thank you for the bell. You're not... Because you're not such a heat towards me while I was gaming, you won't be safe from chaos either. Oh yep, there's the counting. Yep, there it is. I was expecting it. Surely as it was expecting me. From the great beyond it came, and it did not know mercy. The number must go up, and the bell will toll for no one but me. And I know that the way it tolls indicates my death one day. Be it sooner, be it later. But I know my spirit shall ascend from these mortal realms, as the spirit of counting takes me away, in gentle arms, covered both in scars and blood. Not blood of the self, but blood of the countless victims it's claimed. I know my time is limited, but I know that Lady Death will not hold me. Not yet. Sorry, I started monologuing again. I'm safe for another 36 hours, damn. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the 20 minutes later and the hat bats.
20 minutes later.
I monologue every now and again. You guys get me to monologue. Thank you for the 9 streaming Sunday, so now farewell. Damn! Yeah, I am streaming tomorrow as well. Likely looking at Sunday. I'm also a big fat fucking liar in continuing the arts. Oh my god, streamer lies about when they end stream. Get that trending on Twitter. You're supposed to be sleeping right now, you think? Go to bed then. You don't know when your next stream will be? Supermarket when? Wait, you recently had your teeth, your ankle splinkled, otherwise it'd say supermarket together maybe this Sunday? But I don't think that's smart just yet. A teeth was pulled today, so I don't know how much way with the dog. Yeah, for real. So I'd say wait a bit. Hell, maybe wait for a bit until I start my streamathon, and then we can, you know, stream together for a bit there. When big collab again? I may actually reach out to some people for the streamathon, because I'm not gonna be able to solo that shit. I can already tell that much. A streamathon is a huge commitment, and I want to make it, but I know I'm not going to be able to make it fully on my own. Not for a first time, at least. But it will be the type of streamathon where I allow myself to go offline in between. Exactly for the purpose of, you know, being able to rest, being able to recuperate. Thank you for the 18 bits as well. You're counting quite fast. How have you not run out of bits yet? I'm like waiting for you to run out. But it's just not happening, is it? Only bathroom nerds left and left. No, that was it? Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you for the... I don't know how many bits that was, but thank you for the counting up till 19. At some point, I may just make sure that when a new record is set for counting, that I clip it and, like, have that clipped pinned on my social media. That way people can see what the current highest is. 190, oh yeah, right, I could have simple mathed that, but I am not awake anymore. I feel like my brain's a steamed vegetable right now. Probably a steamed piece of broccoli, thinking about it. I've consumed a decent amount of broccoli through my mashed potatoes again. Really fucking good though. Now you're out. Alright, thank you so much for the approximately 200 bits then, right? Big yawn, no pain. Nice. We love a big yawn, no pain. Your Steam Deck. It's 200 now. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. I really do appreciate it. Also, about bits, at 1k, 5k, and I believe 10k bits, I can set specific emotes that y'all can unlock. Now, I am thinking of putting special emotes there, but I'm also considering putting a special emote on the tier 3 sub, just because it's funny, and it's basically a pre-existing emote with, like, just some minor alteration to it. Just to make it silly, but it will still be publicly available in the Discord. Meaning that if you're missing out on the Twitch, you are not missing out on the Discord, and I do that on purpose, because I don't like making people fully miss out on emotes. And besides that, it's an emote that wouldn't really have a lot of use on stream, I think. It's just more so as a funny. Yeah, you guys just have to see it, because it will just be another locked emote, and it's going to be very similar to, again, a pre-existing one. There you go. Which one? You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see with that one. I'm not gonna spoil the surprise just yet. I don't like spoiling surprises. Like, there's one person who gets to know in this chat, and that's Aurelian, because they can walk in on me doing this, so... We're supposed to do it right. There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna go talk with Chaotic again and Eve after. Good night, good night! We're gonna raid after this, Vaporeon is, good to go. I feel like I got a more dulled version than what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that looks more correct. And then it has this like bright red pinkish stuff going on here. Brighten the color up just a tiny bit. And that's the shiny Vaporeon done. I'm gonna change our music before we switch scenes so that I don't forget to do it this time. So give me a moment, guys, whilst I'm actually a smart bird. Not fully, because I'm gonna have to emergency fix the volume again. But, moving to the just chatting. Well, putting myself big in my space again. We are gonna look if someone's like to raid. Again, I kinda wanna raid some randos for a while. Just supporting people, I don't know, meeting new people that way. So again, I'm gonna look at similar or smaller size in the same category. Let's see if that filter gives me a lot to work with. it gives me a decent bit to work with. Hold on. Lilia Draws. Oh, that one could be interesting. I'm sending you guys to Lilia Draws. Again, this is a person I do not know. So please be on your best behavior. It looks like their art style is absolutely stunning. It does look like they're currently on break. So I may wait for a tiny bit to see if they go off break. If they don't, sadly that means that we're not gonna be raiding them. But I will recommend, and actually I'm gonna give this person like a hot moment by just shouting them out, because just seeing the preview of their stream, that's some art that you wanna fucking see. So let me shout out this random individual that I do not know. Let me see, is that 1L? That is 1L. There we go. Let's give that random person some love while they're on break. If we're not rating them because they're on break, we may as well give them some nice little follows. Just to make them feel just a bit shocked. I'm watching their chat and they've got the follow notifications on. Oh, that's lovely. I hope they're gonna be happy when they return from their break. I really do. They deserve that. Because again, if you haven't peeked over already, stunning art. But it does seem like they're not gonna be coming off break anytime soon, so we're gonna see if there's anyone else. Same similar size, same category, let's see. Another one that we can go to, Faye Aurora. Are you on break? Been only been live for an hour, so it looks like that one's a good way to go. Oh, insanely cool model. Yes, we're going to go into this one then. I'm gonna start the raid. Make sure you guys hydrate if you haven't already. Make sure to eat some dinner as well, in case that's also something you haven't done yet. Make sure to rest up if you must. A raid is never obligated. It's just a fun thing to do. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow again on Idiots SMP. Sunday is undecided, so probably before stream tomorrow, I'll be working on my schedule. Is there a raid message? What do you mean a raid message? What I sent you guys off with? Into the raid? I sent you guys in with the raid emotes. So whenever the hell we are raiding, it's customary to spam the little raid emote for like one sentence line. But otherwise, we're gonna be raiding Faye Aurora. Please give them some love. It looks like they're making some beautiful art as well. I will see you all tomorrow for, Idiots SMP, where we're hopefully gonna be working on either some terraforming or some general mayhem. I'll see you all then. Make sure to behave in their chat, make sure to have a good time, and make sure to have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, or whatever other time it is. And I'll see you all. Bye-bye!